Welcome back, everybody. Today we're reacting to this Buzzfeed article titled Check Out My Top 30 Anime of All Time and See If You Agree. We'll be the judge of that.
We will be the judge of that.
See, this is by Joshua Correa. Before you yell at me, let's agree to disagree. Okay.
And
We'll
he
see.
he made this at June 11th, 2024, so bit of a time difference, but let's see if we can still agree.
What I mean, it's like less than a year ago.
I'm just saying.
Anime shows have a little bit of everything for everybody. Whether you're a mech head, shonen lover, or slice of life enthusiast, there's probably an anime show out there for you somewhere. Seeing how more streaming platforms are embracing anime due to demand, we all get to enjoy some of the most beloved and newest anime shows on our favorite platform. I have loved anime for as long as I can remember. My first introduction was when I saw Ninja Scroll and Akira as a kid on VHS at a friend's house. I remember thinking, there's no way I should be watching this, but man, it's awesome.
Oh, okay, it starts.
I see. This is number 30, Solo Leveling.
Hmm. As for a new anime, I could see why it's high up here. Not to mention with the animation being really strong, but the plot itself is rather tame, you could say.
I have not watched the Solo Leveling anime. I read it, but I did not watch it.
Okay, so describe the plot then, from what you can remember.
Like, it's just a level E ranked hunter that literally called the weakest hunter. And he goes into a dungeon, almost dies, but he gets he gets a new ability that lets him level up like infinitely. Yeah, that's just it.
And
It's basically him leveling up.
and that's what I'm saying. That's like a very basic and kind of a boring plot. He's just here to get stronger with no end goal per se. He's just doing this to get stronger at the moment. So that's why it's kind of like a very tame plot with good action, good animation, but it's kind of dumb to follow his journey because if it's following this basic plot, we all know that he's just gonna get stronger.
For 30 for anime of all time, I don't know if I agree, but like if you're like a beginner person, sure, go watch Solo Leveling.
It's true. If you're getting into anime, this is probably one of the better ones to start off from a modern perspective.
If you like Berserk, Dragon Ball Z, Hunter x Hunter, One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, things like that, this is this is your like beginner friendly anime.
Way to list off all shonens.
Is this not a shonen?
You're not wrong. All right.
Alright, well, let's see number 29. Hell's
Hell's Paradise.
I don't know.
Oh look, the first line is Mappa has done it again with yet another great anime.
Like, was it a good anime? Yeah. But like, was it really like all that good? No, not really. At least not the first season.
I was gonna say personally, I've never seen Hell's Paradise, but if I were to compare the two with solo leveling, I feel like solo leveling should edge it out just slightly.
Well, I've read and watched Hell Paradise. Like, was it good? Yes. But when I say it's like the greatest of all time, if you like watch a lot of anime, I don't know, but it's this guy's opinion. Like, I disagree. Yeah, but like it's not something that you've never watched before. It's just more a modern take of it. I see.
Mashable.
28. Martial magic and muscles. You know
Perfect
what?
for any Harry Potter fans.
You know what? I'll give it to this guy. Like Martial, great. If you love comedy, it's also good. And like if you like One Punch Man, this man is basically him. It's
it's a
basically it's One Punch Man in the Harry Potter world.
it's One Punch Harry Potter. He is Harry Potter with the power of One Punch Man.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's Harry Potter. He can't do magic.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, basically Harry Potter. He's the main
You
character.
know what? And the two openings, good. So
Look, he even has a scar It looks like a lightning scar. If that's not Harry
Alright,
Potter syndrome, I don't know what is. Fire
Fire
Force.
Force? Uh,
Okay, we're seeing a bunch of modern anime and very low level tiers at the moment.
I don't know. I don't know if you could say that Fire Force is like a top 30 like anime worth it. Yeah, I feel like Fire Force is mediocre because is there really like a plot like in the first few seasons besides like yeah, this guy he's scared because he just smiles when he shouldn't be smiling and he has an evil smile. I'm like, all right. I think Mash will like one ups this, but this is me. Spy X Family. Oh man.
26. I do think it's better than the last four that we saw. It's very comedic. It's very enjoyable. It's a nice
I
slice of life.
I think that Spy X Family it is a top anime to watch, but it's because to preface this, I also read it, and I just think that
It's dragging it on too long.
after a while, you like completely forget about why they're there. You know?
It becomes a thing where it did have a plot, so it had a focus, but then it's starting to become more of a slice of life vibe anime, which is not bad, but it makes you question when are we gonna go back to the plot, and that's it.
Let's see what the next one.
Ah, there we
Berserk.
go. Very old anime in 25. Interesting.
If you've never watched it, it is. I like. It is like the first thing you watch. I don't recommend it,
Definitely
but
not.
like, if you like dark fantasy, like sure, it's great, but I
Definitely
don't.
should not watch it first then.
It's
It's
not.
intense.
It's not finished. So
Sure, it's not finished, but what they have at the moment is so pretty intense for like a beginner. But then again, this is not for beginners. It just says the best animes of this
you know
guy's
what,
opinion.
Berserk. This guy's top 30. Sure, I'll give that one to him. Akame got
Okay,
killed,
this
huh?
is a weird one to throw in here. Top 30, Agame ga Kill, really?
Eh, I don't know. Like,
I think the manga is better. It's much more darker, but the anime itself is fine. But at the same time, I definitely don't think it should be top 30 anime.
was it a good anime for when it came out?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see when did Akame got killed came out. 2014.
2014.
Oh yeah, there's definitely like 30 better animes than Akame got killed. But like,
It's not a bad anime, but there's
it
definitely
yeah.
better.
Yeah. Let's see. 23. Summertime rendering. Okay, see, I've read this and then I completely forgot about it. And then one of my coworkers like, "Hey, are you excited for this?" It's like, "What? Summertime rendering?" And I'm like, I don't like I have not watched it, but like reading it for the first time, yeah, it was good, but then I kind of forgot about it,
To be
So,
fair, I haven't seen this, so I have no qualifications to judge this.
so you know what? We'll let you have this one. Cyberpunk
Cyberpunk,
Edge. I I've never watched this either, so
neither have I. But from
we'll
what,
just
people said, it's good. That's it. It's just good.
we'll just leave it there. Let's see. Chainsaw. All right. See, like I'm not a fan of
I
Chainsaw
was
Man.
gonna say, quote unquote hot take, it's decent at best.
in the beginning, yes, it like Pochita captured my heart, but then as I kept watching it, I'm like, if the author's like, if he just wants to draw something where he just basically kills off all his characters, sure, why not? But like,
He
it's
literally
not
said that the chainsaw is his like favorite thing. So that's why, it's his main character. Even though that's not like the worst fear ever.
comedy, sure, but like, I don't know if I could like, if me personally, I could like put Chainsaw Man anywhere near like my top 50. Let's see, Death
Definitely.
Note.
Hmm.
Top 20?
It's
Uh,
fine because it is like a mystery thriller kind of vibe, and people do enjoy those types of vibe.
this was good until spoilers until they kill off his his rival.
Yes.
Like because his rival was way smarter than him.
But
But
that
plot armor, light wins. Like why?
but that was the point that they were trying to show. Because of human affections, the main character was able to get away with it. And when they replaced the rival, it emphasizes why human relationships got in the way.
That film was very good when it first come out, but like when L died, I'm like, you know what? I have no more affections for this. Rurouni.
Hey, Verona Kitchen,
All
this
right.
is
You
interesting.
know what? You know what? Rurouni Kenshin, my top 20, definitely. But it holds a place in my heart. But like the OVA, the 2 episode OVA was like a movie about his past was way better than this anime. The manga is definitely way better because it did not prolong any unnecessary like plot. So like they just like went from one arc to the other without any like intermissions. Unlike Veroni Kenshin that had a lot of it, just wasn't even part. And I'm like, all right, like this is
It's
good, but
called filler and open world. World
uh,
building.
you know what, Veroni Kenshin, sure, I'll give this to you.
Dragon Ball Z. Okay. Look, love it or hate it, it is very impactful. It definitely does deserve to be at least top 30 of most people's list just based on its influence on multiple artists and throughout the world.
I mean, to be fair, like the OG Dragon Ball where Kid Goku was a thing, that was what inspired me to keep watching Dragon Ball Z. But like after watching it for a while, you're like, you already know where this is going. Like, it's the same story, just different characters. Oh, I'm strong, but it's like there's somebody stronger, gotta train.
In the
Yeah.
original Dragon Ball, it actually had good storytelling, and then it kind of gets a little muddier as you watch Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball Z did have good storytelling. It just got overshadowed by power levels and screaming.
You know what? Sure, we'll give it to you. Because Dragon Ball Z is good.
It's just that anime. It's Akira Toriyama is that guy.
Hajime no Ippo. I enjoyed Hajime no Ippo a lot. If you like sports anime, then you would like Hajime no Ippo. But if you don't like sports anime, then it's debatable whether you're gonna like it or not. But my biggest problem is like the manga, it just goes on for too long, and like it basically at this point is not even about Ippo itself. It's just about all the other side
Which
characters.
is
Like
not
what?
bad because that's world building. That's actually pretty good. But I want to do you read this last line? The combination of heart, excitement, and humor solidifies its status as one of the premier sports anime ever created. When I read that line, I don't think Hajime no Ippo is the best sports anime. You
Of
know
course not. There's a
exactly.
lot. There's a lot more better ones out there.
If this is the only sports anime we're gonna see, then it's wrong. It should not be in the top 30. If this is the only sports anime here.
Yeah, if Slam Dunk's not up there, then we got problems, brother. We got Hunter x Hunter.
All right. A
You
very
know what?
overrated anime, but still deserves its praise for a reason.
It was good for when it came out, but whether like I consider this like top 20
I could see
best
it.
anime,
I could see it top 30, but top 20 is debatable.
I can see it top 50, but like top 30, like I don't know.
Tokyo,
Tokyo
oh,
Revenge.
get the shit out of here! Get this anime out of here! I don't give a fuck about Tokyo Revengers.
I've never watched it, so I have no opinions on it.
I'm only angry because we keep listening to the music, the theme songs for it. One Piece. Really?
See,
Top 15.
like One Piece is one of those animes whether you like really, really love it or you really, really hate it.
Yeah.
I'm just whatever about it. Like
It's very cultural, though. That's the thing. It has made a big impact in the world, so you can't lie about that.
Is it entertaining to a point? But like a
It's
1,000 plus episodes,
look,
still trying to find that One Piece.
it's as impactful as Dragon Ball Z, and Akira Toriyama inspired fucking Oda to continue with One Piece or like create. I don't remember the story, so they're both just as impactful. So I could see it being on the top 30 for most people's list. Let's be honest.
I could see people saying One Piece is in their top 20, but is it in mine? No.
No,
But you know what? I could see the argument. And you know what? Here's a hot take. The English opening of fucking One Piece, fire. Well, let me know the content. If you know the Four Kids or whatever the fucking
I think it was for kids. Yeah,
Four Kids anime is not fire, you know,
it
tell me the
combined
description.
it combined sea shanty with rapping. I like
It
holy shit.
that's my jam. That's my jam. Let's see. Trigun. You know what?
Trigun top
Yeah,
30.
I could see that. I could see. Trigun was pretty good for when it came out. Like,
I guess. To be fair, most people don't talk enough about Trigun, anyways. So,
well, all the old heads talk about Trigun.
well, that's because they're fueled by nostalgia.
Yeah, but like, they don't make anime like this. It's like Black Cat 13. It's like, as niche as Black Cat 13 is, like, was it good for its time? Yeah, but like, is it really good? No. But I think that Trigun like surpassed that because they made a remake for it. Like, why would you make a remake for anime if you didn't think it was good?
Look, they made a remake of One Piece. Are you gonna say One Piece is that good?
What I mean they made a remake?
They're making a remake for One Piece. They are literally remaking the entirety of One Piece, but shorter, with new animation.
Probably that could get me back into watching One Piece because then I could like cut out every filler there is. Blue Eyed Samurai. All right, see, like this is a Netflix one, so I've never watched this one.
I've been meaning to watch it actually.
People say it's good, but I've never watched it, so I have no opinions on it.
I once again, are we considering this an anime or are we considering it well, Western versus Eastern animation? Sure, well we can consider it as an anime, I guess.
I mean, I don't know.
Well,
Like I
okay,
would,
it was made by Netflix, and I don't know who actually made Blue Eye Samurai. That is fair for me. Michael Green and Amber Noizumi. Oh, they're both husband and wife. Oh,
we never seen it, but you know what? 8.3 out of 10. Rotten Tomato. Sure. Like, do I actually give a shit about this review? No, not really. So,
I mean, it did win a lot of awards, so there's that. So it is good.
all right, Yu Yu
Hey,
Hakusho. There you go. They like this is top 10 on my list, so I highly agree. Like, this show is like legit. Don't judge a book by its cover. He's a delinquent, but he saves the world. Like, this is like the OG. This is what dreams are made of right here.
it
Like,
it
the characters are all great.
it's very old, but it still stands time. Whatever that phrase goes, it's just that good.
Like, see, if you want dark and edgy, you got here. If you want comedic relief, you have Kuwabara. If you will have that stoic cool guy, you got Kurama. And if you want that all rounder, there's Yusuke. You don't like that? You got Kid Death, Koenma. You want Cool Master? You got Genkai. Well, you have it all. This is one of my favorite animes of all time.
But do they
So
have a
yeah,
memorable villain though?
yes, they have multiple memorable villains. I don't remember their names, but you know what?
Then they're
That's
not memorable.
I'm
Togata.
just getting old.
Rising Shield here. Okay, look.
I don't know about this.
Quote unquote hot take. It is does not deserve top 10, top 20, or top 30. It could be top 50, but definitely not this high up.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the storytelling for this is like very lackluster. Like in the beginning,
First
like
season,
sure,
yes. First season's
in
good.
yeah, in the beginning, it's like all right, who the fuck did the shield hero, And then you see his story arc of him getting better and better. But then after this, like all right, what's left? No, like literally, what's left?
And they're still going. They are still going.
Honestly, I stopped reading it after what's her face, Princess Bitch or whatever her fucking name is.
Crazy.
I mean, they changed her name. They legally changed her name.
They
But
legally changed her name to bitch.
so it's like, like after that, like where else do you go from here?
Apparently to another world with new characters, more abilities.
So you know what? Top 10, I hard disagree with this. Samurai
Samurai
Champloo.
Champloo.
You know, you know what? This is also one of those like key defining anime for its era.
But
So
top
it's like
10 though?
it should be placed high. Whether it's top tenable, that I guess that depends on the person.
That is
But like
true. Look, it's
for
good.
me,
It's cool.
it's this.
What's up,
This is
Mr.
what you
First
call it.
work on Cowboy Bebop
Cowboy
says.
Bebop in the top 10?
Well, we're about to find out. They mentioned Cowboy Bebop. Oh,
No,
hell no.
My Hero top 8. Nah, that's crazy.
That
You
once
know what?
again, it should be top 50, not top 10.
You know what? First season, sure. You know what? I'll give you the first two seasons, but then after that, it goes downhill until the final arc, where it
Look,
actually comes back to life.
that's what I'm saying. People are like mixed with it because people miss the high school side, but people are also enjoying how dark it got now, like facing actual threats. And I'm like, okay, first off, the whole point of My Hero Academia is literally in the title. It's supposed to be based on school, but somehow we went from a powerless kid fighting a god. Like, how the hell does that happen?
Oh, we're just gonna hard disagree with this being top 8. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Debatable if it should be in top 10. Top 20, I could see. But top 10,
You know,
debatable.
yeah, we can see like top 20, but top 10, like I don't know, like
It's good.
this.
Remember, it's
Yeah,
good. It could be great, but
yeah, like I binge read Jujutsu Kaisen and then I caught up and then I'm like, oh, this got bad. Like at some point, the characters development just became absurd. It's like everyone's just trying to one up one another, and like in the end, who won? Well, that's spoilers, but if you read it, like you fall in love with these characters, and then one by one they just die off, or they just become
obsolete.
useless. Yeah, yeah, and then you're like, well, what's the whole point? Like,
This literally became a thing about power creeping. Who can power creep each other within the same verse with multiple characters one upping each other every single time.
well, you know what? Like, here's a spoiler. Like, I didn't care if Gojo died or not. That's not my problem. My problem is when this girl over here, Magoo, no, what's her name? Essentially, they killed her off early, didn't talk about her, and then she comes back again in the end, like in the end, like legit. It's like she died right here, and then she comes back in the end. Like, why?
That was
Well,
pretty crazy. I read this shit and I'm like, there's no way in hell they did that. Like, which one was more believable, Gojo coming back to life or her coming back to life? Like, what?
I mean, did the author say he hates Gojo?
I guess
Top number 7? Nah, bro. Like top 30,
debatable.
sure, but 7, I don't know. Cowboy, okay,
Once again,
yeah,
debatable if it could be top
I mean,
10.
it is top tenable. It was pretty enjoyable when it first came out back in like
It's
what the early 2000s, 90s,
before 2000s, I think. I think it's like 98, 97, 98.
1998. Like I like Norse stuff.
Mm-hmm. And it's a
Like
very, it was a really good slice of life. Like it told different stories throughout the episodes.
yeah, it had good story writing. Like the writers knew what they were doing. Like yeah, you know what? Top 10, sure, I can see that. What's number 5? Vinland.
Vinland
Oh,
Saga,
nah, bro,
not top
that's
tenable.
crazy.
Could be top
Man.
20able. Could be top 30able. But top 10?
My problem with this is that I also read it, and it was good until it just went on for too long, and then you're like, all right, well, what what the hell is the author trying to tell me here? Like, I honestly don't understand. Like, it just keeps going for no reason. Like, they should just ended it after a certain point. I don't know if that was the author's vision or they're like, no, you gotta keep writing. It's like Bleach. Bleach was great first few seasons, and then you're like, what the fuck is happening?
By the way, top five. This is top
Yeah,
five.
I could see it like being somebody's top 30, but like top five, that's crazy.
Naruto
No real
Shippuden.
damn, brother. Like I am the biggest Naruto lover there is, but like Naruto in your top 10, sure, top 10, but like top five, nah, that's crazy.
Top time, yes, because of how much of an impact it is. But if you're going based on the anime and the amount of times people have complained about the filler, like they did two fillers and then go back to plot, and then another two fillers and then back to plot, essentially per episode. Like that type of pacing is pretty bad. Like some people just want to follow the plot. If the filler made sense, if it made like, I don't know, less of them, I could see it being high up here. But at the same time, with the fillers, it just breaks up the pacing so badly.
Like reading it was great because everything legit just transitioned well. The anime though, the first Naruto anime, up to like where Sasuke leaves the village, that's where the manga is like that's when it ends, and then you go to Shippuden. But for Naruto, the OG, nah, that's not where it ends. It keeps going for a lot. Everything afterwards, Sasuke leaves is just all filler. And I'm like, you didn't need this.
They really did not.
And then in Naruto Shippuden, you're like, story, a bunch of fillers, story, then more fillers. Nah, bro. Like, it is a piece of my childhood, but like, when I put in my top five, nah, I don't know. Very
Purely
debatable.
anime? No, not top five. Manga, though, debatable.
What? Demon
Demon
Slayer?
Slayer.
Nah, bro. Like,
Great animation, great fight scenes, somewhat decent plot. That's where it falls
uh,
off.
I mean, the writing is mediocre, but like, you know what? Character development, sure, but like, the writing itself is pretty straightforward. Like,
It's a revenge story.
I don't even know if it's a revenge story. It's just him trying to like save his sister.
Well, he's trying to get the guy who turned his sister into a demon.
You know what? I forgot about him killing his family. Yeah, sure.
Oh, and family too, yes.
Yeah, but like, do you think like the music and the art carries more than for like the story that's pretty mediocre?
It's true. Even the author himself was like, he has made mistakes with the writing, but the fact that he was somehow able to kind of fix it is fine. He admits his
Uh,
mistakes, so it's not bad.
This is the first guy that I've ever heard say like, yeah, Demon Slayer is my top three. I'm like, okay, that's great, great.
Debatable top 10, top 20, I could see.
Animation, music, and like character development, sure, I'll give it to you. But like story wise, I don't know if there's like top 10 because if there's no good story, then well then you have slice of life. But if that's a whole different thing. What's two and one?
Brotherhood,
Oh,
okay.
Brotherhood. Okay, I can see it. Like,
Definitely, it's definitely top fiveable, because think about it. Everyone says, it's the best anime ever.
I mean, see, like I don't know if it's like the best anime ever, but like it's in my top five. Sure, like
Yes.
it's that good. But like, like the best one, I don't know. But I just that's
L-
all up
Look,
to whatever people feel like.
great character development, great plot, good songs, good music, decent art for its time, pretty good. Yeah, it's just that good.
You know what? We'll give it to you because this is probably in most people's top five. Yeah, and tell me whenever people meme about a little girl and a dog, and you don't instantly think about this.
It's true.
Exactly. See, like once I said like little girl and dog, and if you know, you know.
All right then, and number one is oh
Oh
hell no,
no! Oh no!
hell no.
This is his. That's nah, brother,
This
nah,
this feeling is essentially someone saying Sword Art Online is the best anime ever.
nah, bro. But like, what? Attack on Titan as your number one? Damn.
Let's see what he says. Let's see what he says. Okay, the series presents a novel and gripping concept. Humanity's final stand against titans, sure, whatever. Freedom versus security, essence of evil, sure, repercussions of war, okay. The characters experience growth, yes, I can see that. Adapting and maturing. Their arcs are emotionally impactful and relatable. Debatable. Top tier animation, intricate character designs, and stunning action sequences. No,
You know,
I don't
I can I
agree.
can give you the music. I can give you
The
the
animation.
animation, but like, I don't know about story. Like when it first came out, sure, it was very impactful. But then after that, it went downhill. It's basically DBZ. It's like, all right, who's the next power creep that we're gonna do?
Look, personally, I never seen the entirety of Attack on Titans, so I can't say anything. But the first 3 seasons, it took a while to like watch. It felt long. After that, the naming system for the seasons. Hey, Attack on Titan final season, Arc One. Attack on Titan final season, Act Two, Part Two. Like what the hell? There ain't no way that they named it like this.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, if this is somebody's like favorite anime, you know what? Good on you. But like,
You're
oh,
wrong. That's it. I'm just gonna say you're wrong,
it's like that meme said, brother. Ew.
brother. This is his top 30.
You know what? I kind of want to read the comments. Let's see.
All 124 comments. Let's see. Code Geass, Inuyasha, and Bleach aren't even here. Facts. Gurren Lagann, yeah. JoJo.
Wait, you know what? There wasn't even a single Gundam series.
By the way, Hajime no Ippo was the only sports anime here.
Ah, Slam Dunk, brother.
Fuck,
What
even
the
Haikyuu
hell?
was better.
Attack on Titan was a dumpster fire of dirty diapers after season two.
Oh, he didn't even put Love is War. He didn't put like any funny ones or like romance animes.
You are obviously in your 20s. This list is very misguided and doesn't even cover some of the fantastic anime that was made before you were even born.
That's a perfect comment right there. This list stinks of Gen Z trash. Oh yeah, no Frieren. Interesting.
Wait, there was no Dungeon Meshi either.
Oh, what a shame. Dungeon Meshi is a really great anime.
You know what's fun? Oh, you know what? I did see Oshinoko.
Oh, you're right. That's interesting.
You know what? Instead of hating this, you know what? I would say he was very brave for putting this list out there. What
Good
was he?
job.
Was he wrong? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This at number one.
This
I
beating Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, you're insane.
solo leveling as top 30. Wait, if Freeman's not here. Wait, now that I think about it, most of this are all shonen.
Like I said,
Most of these.
there's no diversity in this list. Oh my fucking god. This would have
Nah.
been different if you're trying to get someone into anime. This specifically says the top
Okay, okay. There you
30.
go. Spice Family.
Wow, 26. And that's still action. That's almost considered shonen.
You know that's crazy. Okay, I mean I guess this isn't shonen right here.
Uh, Noir mystery, sure.
I don't know. Yeah, his anime pool is not that great for
It's
this
not that
list.
diverse. Alright, what's his name again? Scroll up. Alright, Joshua. We see your tastes. You're very brave for admitting that these are your top 30, but you're wrong. I don't care if it's opinions, you're wrong.
Like I said, let's not hate on this guy. Let's just agree that he was pretty brave at putting his top 30 anime of all time. All right, you know what? Let us know in the comments whether you agree or disagree with our take on Joshua's top 30 anime of all time. We
Let
all have
us.
our opinions,
I was
but you know,
just saying.
sometimes opinions are wrong.
And if you want, let us know your top 30 or top 20 or even top 10. Doesn't matter. Your top animes down in the
You
comments
know what?
below.
Here's curveball. Let us know one of your favorite niche anime that somebody might not have seen. You know what? I'll give you mine. One of the like better animes out there that nobody talks about. Big O. It is what you call it, a mech noir anime. You know,
Um, my underrated, very niche anime is called Seitokai Yakoin Domo, and it's about the main character getting accepted to an all girls school that was recently co-ed, and all the humor are sexual humor jokes. I don't know why, but I enjoyed it. It's very comedic. There's some romance, so if you're into that, that's cool. But overall, it's just pretty funny.
not gonna dwell on this. So you know what? Leave a like, leave a comment about this list. You know, and we'll see you next time.